There's just something very awesome about samurai and their less loyal ninja counterparts. Thankfully, many games have been inspired by this historical part of Japanese culture. In this video, we take a look at 10 of the most awesome ninja or samurai-inspired video games of all time. Keep in mind, we only pick one game per franchise or mention an entire franchise as a whole. Don't get fooled by these 2D graphics. Mark of the Ninja is really about being silent and agile while killing your enemies. You can be an invisible ghost or a silent assassin, upgrade your powers to get better skills, and so on. Mark of the Ninja is really about stealth. So you need to take out lights, observation towers, and anything that can trigger an alarm. If you're into stealthy ninjas, Mark of the Ninja should definitely be part of your gaming library. With Bushido Blade, we might venture away from the concept of silent assassins, but we step into the world of wielding Japanese weapons. This one-on-one fighting game has you wielding all kinds of swords. Think of the Japanese odachi and katana. The interesting thing about this game is that one strike can kill you. There are no health bars and no time limit. You need to become one with your sword or become one with your opponent's sword and die.
What? Who are you?
You've been a bad boy. It's payback time.
Somebody help! Get her! Get her!
It looks like you chose the wrong party to crash.
One of the biggest game franchises about Japanese combat must be the Tenchu series. It's been a bit quiet lately, but it still holds a place in our hearts. Rikimaru and Ayami are two ninjas serving Lord Goda. This game is really all about doing your missions as silent as possible. You will duck, crouch, and hide a lot. Of course, you can take out enemies while you're hidden. Without a doubt, Tenchu is one of the most awesome ninja series out there. Where ninjas are all about those silent kills, samurai follow a much more honorable path. In the way of the Samurai series, you are placed in the midst of a struggle between families. You need to fight for your lord and defend his honor. The fourth installment even introduced the British as a major part of the story. It's all about staying honorable and true to the way of the samurai. The series is known for its branching storyline, often offering dozens of endings, all based on which choices the player made.
Huh? What's happening?
My lord, a group of Heishi warriors have infiltrated the palace.
The Genji series consists of two games. Dawn of the Samurai was released on the PlayStation 2 and Days of the Blade on the PlayStation 3. This third-person action series is known for its historic accuracy. Or at least that's what Sony wants us to believe.
Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. The stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
Genji's best known for the giant enemy crab joke. It's loosely based on the late 12th century wars between two clans. You get to play different characters, each with their own weapons, strengths and weaknesses. You are part of the Genji clan and need to fight the Heishi clan, who are up to no good. SNK is mostly known for its King of Fighters series, but do not underestimate Samurai Showdown. This very Japanese-orientated fighting game series often takes place somewhere in Japan during the 18th century. The story of the series goes all over the place and also incorporates mythology, but the combat is where it stands out. This one-on-one fighting game is all about using weapons. Each character has its own weapons and moveset, making it an essential title on this list. With Shinobi, we're going back into the history of video games. The series was very popular in the late 80s and early 90s. Modern releases are limited to downloadable remasters and a Nintendo 3DS game. Games in the series have incorporated different fighting techniques, but the use of ninja stars has always been a key aspect. It's also known as a very challenging franchise. Of course, you'll be using other weapons as well, and you will unlock ninjutsu-inspired powers. These can be things like a temporary shield and fire dragons. Yeah, Shinobi is pretty awesome. Both Dynasty Warriors and its spin-off Samurai Warriors deserve a spot on this list. Not because the combat in these games is so accurate, but because these games are loosely based on Japanese history. Historic characters fight against and alongside fictional characters, and armor and weapons are all based on the real deal. Combat is obviously a different story. Instead of deadly strikes and one-on-one combat, this game has you wielding weapons and striking dozens of enemies at the same time. Yeah, it's not historically accurate, but it sure is a lot of fun. The Ninja Gaiden series has fallen off lately, but it used to be so awesome. The first few games on the NES provided great and very difficult ninja action. When the series made the jump to 3D, it really delivered in the form of Ninja Gaiden, Black, Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden 2. These action games had such tight controls and amazing boss fights. It's a shame that the games after that suck so much. Can we please get another great Ninja Gaiden game soon? And we end this list with the game that inspired us to make this video in the first place. After a decade of development, Nioh is finally available on the PlayStation 4. The game combines historical elements with stories about demons and mythological creatures. Its gameplay is a combination of Ninja Gaiden and Dark Souls. Without a doubt, Nioh can be listed amongst the most difficult games of the year. We might even consider this one to be a contender for the Game of the Year award. What are your favorite games based on ninja and samurai? Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments, and if you have a suggestion for a video, be sure to let us know on Twitter or Facebook.
邪悪は消えた。